Hi, this is Kenny Foster, and you're watching The Strip live because you're smart.
All right. Congratulations on being here today. And are you playing or are you performing?
I'm going to try to swing a club. We'll see what happens. It's been a few months, and before that it was a decade, so I'm not really, I'm not holding out for hope I'm going to do very well, to be honest.
Well, I love this community. Everybody always comes together to give back. Everybody shows up, and you show up enthusiastically. I know that there's a ton on your plate. How does this, like, in your day-to-day, when you're thinking, I've got a million things to do, how do you prioritize what you're going to actually execute?
That's an interesting question. Very well thought out. To me, at the very beginning of all of this industry that we've built on top of, it's the connection between an artist and his, not fan, but his friend, his listener. So an artist, I think, at least at my core, writes a song that he hopes other people track with, because when they give him that feedback back, then he's now made a friend, they've made a connection, and they understand something about this life that is the same. And sometimes you can help people come to a new realization, and sometimes them feeding back just goes, okay, I'm on the right track. And so I try to prioritize keeping that connection alive. And so while we need to do all of these things on top to reach more people, I try to focus on writing the best thing that I can and making sure that I spend time with the people that are hearing what I'm doing.
I love that, because you're really, not only you're connecting with your music, but you're also getting the people, your friends, to connect with it. So do you think with social media, because everything is so accessible now that like instantly you can put something out and you can get feedback for that, do you like that or do you not like that?
Well, that's a great question too. These are great questions. So I like the instantaneous nature of it. I like the personalization, but like I'm kind of a slow burn. I take my time crafting something, and I want to take my time and make sure that it gets right. And I know we're in a very content-driven society. here we are, but to me, I try to dial that back, because sometimes when you get a lot of feedback for the quick, big, snazzy, flashy stuff, then maybe you lose sight of the importance of crafting something really well. And I'd rather do that thing well than do a lot of things half-assed. If that makes sense. Yeah.
I agree with you. If there's one piece of advice that you could give to somebody who's pursuing their own passions, whether it be music, business, whatever it is, what can you say to them that can, especially if they're having a hard day?
Great. To anyone that is pursuing their passion out there, you are going to find echelons in this business, in other businesses, where somebody's going to have more than you, or they're going to have gotten ahead of you quicker, or they're going to do it faster, bigger, better, more. If you focus on them, you're always going to feel inadequate. But if you focus on you and building the thing that is uniquely you, that separates you from everyone else, you're the only one that can tell that story. Tell your story as well as you possibly can, and let the chips fall where they may.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you. Oh, and to hear the car alarm, you're giving this deep message, and then we got the beep beep. So that's confirmation, I would think, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just say it's a sign.
It's a sign. God, we hear you.
I'm on a mission from God.
Thank you.